Angeles and everyone around the world. I'm your host, Brujo_Anthony87. Woo woo! Coming to you live from my bedroom, East Los Angeles. It's in overcast Southern California. I am a Brujo, a devotee of Santísima Muerte, a tarot card reader, intuitive empath, a glamour witch, and healer. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all under the same name, Brujo_Anthony87. Daily, I do them on Instagram. Weekly, I do them on here. And monthly, I do them on every full moon on Facebook. Today, I'm going to be talking about preparing a candle like this. Now, these are called either novena candles or 7-day or 9-day candles. And the origin goes back to Catholicism, where a prayer for the dead are said before the burial of a person, and they usually are accompanied by saying the rosaries, and then they announce the prayer for that day for 9 consecutive days, or even 9 consecutive weeks. Now, if it's a funeral, obviously it's not going to be weeks; it's mostly going to be days, just to keep the body fresh. And this prepares the soul to go where it needs to go, right when the time of burial comes. That's the origin of a novena. And the number number 9 is sacred to deities of the dead, including Santísima Muerte and Metaquetzalcoatl and other like Hecate. I believe Oya is one of them, if I'm not mistaken. So the number 9 is relevant to the 9 realms of the underworld. Not only is it the origins of a novena considered to be, I forgot where I was going with this. Shit, I really need ginkgo biloba. Not only is used for preparing souls for the dead for funeral, it's also used petitions to specific saints. Also preparing for like their feast days, the arrival and the climax and the apex of that is going to be prepared for feast days or special intention. In these cases, in the case of brujeria, novena is said to Santísima Muerte the first 9 days of every month. If you have like a special request for her, it just depends. You match it up with your candle color and the appropriate prayer and the colored robe and the right herbs and choice and stuff. Now, if this is for your personal self, you can add or you can subtract from this method that I use. Let me take out this little backpack here. So, the reason why candle magic works in a lot of brujeria is because fire is a fast-acting element, and it's also transformative. It destroys and it creates at the same time. So just as fire can be warming and very beneficial to the human in regarding of cooking, keeping your house warm and clean, and to survive, it can also be very destructive. So it has both qualities of creation and destruction. And it acts as guidance and sheds light upon your situation, and the element of fire works fast anyway compared to any other element like wind or water, as earth is a little bit more slower. So that's why you see them in a lot of different varieties. Now within the cult of Santísima Muerte, she has her own system of magic. This one is a road opener candle of hers. This is my third time trying to dress a candle. This is for a friend of mine who lives in Texas, and I was just preparing a candle for him, and I was watching, and we were chatting, and as I was poking the holes through this, which I'll get into, that it broke again. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, this is too weird. So anywho, what you're gonna need first, what do you want? Okay. Is this for drawing love? Is this for prosperity? Is this for healing? Is this to separate a couple? Is this to dominate somebody? Is this to curse somebody? This is to reverse actions back onto the sender. This is for a cleansing. So you have to know what you need. In this case, this is a road opener candle. And this is for the purpose of opening avenues of opportunity to you and remove any spiritual blockages that are preventing you to get your desired goals. These come in a variety of colors. You could do white as a general all purpose. It has like a gentler effect too. When in doubt, go with white. In this case, this one has three colors. It has orange, green, and yellow. Um, yellow is good for good luck and prosperity, and also for success in all of your goals and endeavors. Green for prosperity and growth, and then the orange here for change and luck. It can also represent love too. They also come in seven in the colors of the rainbow, all in one, and that's a very good one too. Blue is good for avenues and communication, especially with Santisa Muerta in her blue form. I know that was a lot. So if I said, like I said earlier, if you're in doubt, go with a white candle with her image on it, or you could get this one. I'm always using these ones because I like the three colors. They kind of represent that aspect, or the seven colored aspect. I'll get to. So what you want to do is clean this. Now, I have siete machos, but you can also use Florida water. You could also use Kananga water. You could use Colonia 1800. You could use Hoyt's cologne, holy water. You could use rubbing alcohol. You could use so many stuff. So I clean it and prepare it in a few ways. So I clean it with Florida water first. And I'm going from head to toe. So imagine this was the person from head to toe. We usually wash down from the head down, right? Going in a counterclockwise motion. Counterclockwise is the direction for removing things. And I'm doing it with the left hand because left is the opposite of drawing stuff to you. It's a hand to cleanse away and banish. Also used for curse working too, because some consider the left hand to be the one to wipe your bum with, your colita. Okay, so we got that cleansed. Some people use smoke, so you can use smoke too. This is just the way I do it. Now, carving the candle. Now, with preparing these kind of candles, you kind of have to carve them and prepare them only on the wax on top of it. So if you have like this is a letter opener, but you could use any kind of like pen. You could use a pen if you have it. You could use just about anything. Like you can match it up with your intent. So if this was for curse work, it could be rusty iron nails. If this was for of love, this could be with the thorns from a rose. You could use pins for also for cursing. You could even get the ones that have like dress maker pins filled with a ball on top, and you could color coordinate with your intention too. So like red dressmaker pens for love, green for money, and so forth. I was taught this from one of my teachers to carve the Star of David, which is the hexagram, in the center of the wick. So I'll do so. Doing this with my right hand because the right hand is about drawing things to you. In this case, we want opportunity and success and all the good things to be opened up for this person. Okay, so I got one triangle right here. It's not perfect. Then I'm going to draw the second one, going down, going again clockwise. Like so. Going to carve the person's initials on this first. I'm doing this near the wick as well. You can't see it that good, but the initials would be are like right there. And okay, so I'm gonna try to be very careful with this part because you kind of do. Um, some of these candles can be really hard as fuck, like the wax itself, or it can be very soft and malleable. Um, the idea, you can't really put a whole lot of oil into this, so you have to use a very little amount of oil, or else it could be very flammable, or it can either drown out the wick of the flame within the wick. Okay, so let me get this a little cleaner, more around the rim. Okay, so the idea, you want to get either like a screwdriver or a like shish kebab stick or something, and you're gonna pull. You're gonna put holes into it or drill them. You can even use a screwdriver too, but in this case, I'm not gonna go that far because the wax does seem a little hard than other candles that I've gotten this from. I'm gonna make one more hole right there. Okay, so I have 3 holes in the upper part of it. Not so right here, right here, or right here. If I were doing this to remove something, the opposite of drawing, I would do the holes downward, pointing. So for drawing up stuff to you, up. For sending stuff away to you, away. To you, away. That's how I like to think of it. Visualizations. Now, you're gonna get your oils now. In this case, I have my Santa Muerta oil, which I will have available soon. So keep in store for that. And I'm going to put 7 drops in each hole. So if this was like an essential oil or like a blend, you want to do 7 drops of each oil within either a dropper. In this case, I'm using the tip of my working knife to make the drops of oil from. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then one more over here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you have like one of those droppers, even perfect. I usually get very messy with my tools, so I don't have the droppers. This is just a little bit more easier for me, and the symbolic intent of it's really cool too. And you get to plate up your knife a little bit, oil it up, and get it all nice and shiny. Okay, now I use my thumb because this represents having your intent under your thumb, giving you the upper hand. And I go clockwise. just on the wax part. You don't want to get it inside of the glass part. So I like to get like a little rag or something I had earlier, and I just kind of clean off that rim. This kind of gives us a sense of a false reading when it comes to reading the candle. It will often collect like a soup, so you don't need that much oil, and definitely don't put that much herbs. In fact, I'm gonna get a blend of mine really quick. Now, if you don't want to include any herbs, you don't have to. Since the same herbs that I'm about to use are infused in this oil, you don't have to add any more things. But if you wanted to, this is what I'm going to bring out for this particular candle. So I have over here some rosemary, romero. I have basil, albahaca. I think I'm out of rue. Oh no, this is rue. Okay, rue, also known as ruda. And you're gonna take barely like half of a pinch, of, like a finger pinch of each herb. You really don't need a whole lot. Like, literally, like, I don't know if you could see it, like that much. It's really all that you need. And I'm gonna sprinkle this with the right hand. And sprinkle it over the candle. And then go on to the next herb. Some romero. And albahaca. If there is too much herbs, it will catch a big flame. That's why I'm saying be very careful. You don't need a whole to add a lot. Like, this is really how much you need in it. Because it's too much, and especially when it's encased more in the glass, it's going to catch fire and be very flammable. So I'm going to get a little bit more of the Santa Muerta oil. Trying to stand this up. Put it right there. You need a little bit. A little bit goes a very long way. Just dab some in your hands. Rub it. This is creating heat and energy within your hands. And then you can, if this is for this purpose, we're going to rub upwards in a clockwise motion all around. The idea is to get a thin coating and layer of the oil onto the candle. I'm going to lightly dress the candle. And while this, you could be saying affirmations, you can say words of power, you can say any psalms, you can say, pray from the heart, what your intentions are, your goals. Or you can visualize. Definitely visualization is very important when you do this kind of work. And then you can say, like I normally say, I bless and activate this candle in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, that may roads be open for money, love, success, health, joy, happiness, laughter. May all of his roads be open. May no obstacles be stuck in his way. And may negative energy be cleared out of the way by the power of the Holy Scythe Santissima Muerte, and protect him from ever letting these negative influences and all of his mission and all enemies that are against him, may all their brave plots be nullified and neutralized so that can do about what he needs to do. The ancestors, spirit guides, and protectors of help him and aid him along with my ancestors and my spirit guides. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. That's how I prepare a candle. Now, what I did that last thing there was breathe life into this candle. Now, this is to activate the spirit within the spirit of this candle. This is now a living spirit, charged and employed for what I needed to do. So, yes. So, after you're gonna let it burn, and you're going to set this with either like a glass of water and an image of your representative spirit or entity. In this case, this would be placed next to an image on the right of Santissima Muerte, while on the left side is going to be her glass of water and her image in the middle, along with an offering and any other stuff. So, in this case, a road opener candle, this would be probably to La Nina Roja, or not La Nina Roja, La Nina Blanca, or her seven colored robed aspect, or even her seven colored version. It really doesn't matter. I have all three traditional colors, so that is in itself just her incompleteness. Her form anyway. You can do anything with that. So I just have the candle and the cup of glass of water. And you would light this, and then you would say your intent prayer, affirmations, psalms, whatnot. Let it burn. Some like to keep this ongoing. I understand sometimes that could be kind of concerning to wanting to have a candle lit all the time for, fire hazard reasons, which are very good reasons, understandable. So at least burn this for an hour each day, 15 minutes to an hour. Have it lit. If you need to leave the house or you feel uncomfortable leaving it on all night, snuff it out. Never blow out your candle, because that sends away your wishes and it cancels it out. So you would have to start over again. So snuff it out. Get like a plate, get like a bowl or shell or something. Use your wet your fingers and just put out the wick like that, and relight it the next day, every day. It's good to burn it if you can. If you can, like the same time every day. But as long as you burn the candle in each second day, no matter what kind of hour, you'll still get some good results. After this is done burning, if it is burned and it's black or goes dark but clears up at the bottom, get yourself a paper bag and get a hammer. Get yourself a paper bag, put this in the paper bag, shut it off tight, get a hammer, and you're going to break the glass. This breaks up negative energy. If it's not, then you can just dispose of it in the regular trash can. Some others too feel like they need to dispose of it at a place of power. So places of power would be your own home, you're underneath your bed, the front, let's see, a tree, a church, a cemetery, a crossroads, a running living body of water, a bank. So these are places of power. And this depends on your need. So if this was for like a road opening spell like this one, I would dispose of it at a crossroads. And a crossroads is pretty much like an intersection where it's like an intersection. You know, like this is Whittier, this is Atlantic. That's an intersection. Another kind of crossroads would be a three-way crossroads, where it's just three roads like that, or a T intersection where let's say this is one road and this is one road, but this here is a dead end. This would be a T crossroads. So I hope that helped out explain some things when it comes to, because I always am talking about maybe you should bring this candle. So this was just an example of a road opening candle. Now I'll try to do some more workings if I can and display it more for people to um, see more. So I probably will share one soon, but this is going to be shipped out to a dear friend of mine in Texas. So if you like me or have any questions, how if you want to purchase a prepared candle for me, just let me know, and I will get it to you as soon as I can. It all depends. I only do it internationally. I don't do it worldwide. But message me anyway, and I'll see what I can do. You probably would have to pay extra for shipping, but that's the thing. That's the only catch. So, um, yes. So I'll talk to you guys later. Take care, be safe, be kind to yourself, and be kind towards each other. I won't be doing a reading for the week tomorrow, only because I'm going to take out my mother out. It was her birthday yesterday, so I'm taking her out to celebrate tomorrow since it's the weekend, and she doesn't have to worry about grandma stuff. Or she could just be Irene for one day, not mom or grandma or Wita. She's always going to be there, but that day, she is Irene. So I will talk to you guys later, and I love you all. Bye bye.